to play a game or not play a game. So you have the right to choose a game or not choose a game, and the right to play it or not play it. Okay? Now, at this time, you are free to choose, as a spirit, you are now free to choose what you want to do. What do you want to do? And then you wait for the answer. So you tell them that they're free to choose now. As a spirit, they have the freedom to choose. And then you ask them formally, what do you want to do? A lot of them will say, a lot of operators that operate the equipment, because you go up the chain, they operate equipment, they want to leave. If they don't realize what they're doing, they think they're doing a good thing. You don't want to hurt them. You don't want to harm them. You want to help them. You have to always have that spirit of helping. You're working things out with them. So a lot of times they'll say, well, I want to leave, but I can't because, I say, what do you want to do? You want to leave or not? If you want to leave, I'll do what I can to help you leave. Because you're operating in the spirit level. But they're in a job. And what happens is that they're probably, just over broke. And the only way they can think they can survive is to maintain this job. Right? But they're doing a bad thing. So sometimes they won't answer. If they won't answer, raccoons generally don't answer. Or they're arrogant. I am the game. They go, I am the game. Or they say they want to stay in the game. They like the game. So, you're going to help them one way or another. That's the spirit I have. You're going to help them one way or another, but you're going to give them a chance to decide first how you want to help them. So for those that say, I want to leave the game, what I do is I make a connection. You remember you have that connection. As a soul, you have a connection. Make the connection, Christos. I always connect with Christos because I have a link to that energy. And I have a conversation with Christos. I'm working this deal out with this entity that's attached to me. I kind of, I have a dialogue, this is the name. She wants to leave the game, and she's looking for some help, and I want to help her. Energy flows. Sometimes you see you can see what's happening to me. You can see the protective shields going around and everything. If it's a reptilian or something like that, what I do is, as soon as I know it is, I grab it. Because once you grab it, they cannot shield themselves. Cool. I grab it, and I got it. And what I also do too sometimes is I have a silver cord, and I'll wrap it around, and that gets them too. They can't shield or run. Make the connection. Tell it, I have this entity. It doesn't want to leave. It's bugging me. Whatever you want to, how our conversation is going. And energy flows. Whatever happens, happens. You did the best. You're helping them. And a lot of times you just see them go around. Then I go after the strong man. Because what evicts is the spirit. That's the problem that you really want. The carcass is not the problem. So you go after it, and you still have that connection with Crystal, so I go after it and go right after the strong man. And take care of that. What else in that respect?
What was attached to the radionics machine?
Well, okay. So let me get back to the radionics machine. You talk with the machine a lot of times. You're conversing with them. They're going to converse with you in your language, which is, I think, is pretty incredible. It thinks, oh, I'm helping you. The machine doesn't know. It thinks it's helping you. I'm doing you good. It says, no, you're not. It says, well, yes, I am. What you want to go after is not the machine. You want to go after the strong man that's on top. That set that machine up. So what is a strong man? A strong man is the topmost, is a thought form. I was telling these guys, when they sprayed when they send look at the skies, that all originated from one place. Some entity created that thought form And then there was dispatchments down through all of these ranks to actually execute it, right? So the topmost thought form is that thought form that created that thought. That's the strong man for the operations. So if you can get to target that strong man, and there's not that many of them. There's not that many strongmans at that level that's doing all this stuff. You know, you get them all, and everything's will crumble. There, you know, if you have a crew that's flying a plane, it's a spray. That's spraying the skies. That has a thought form, a strong man associated with it also. You know, it's the collective idea that somehow dispatched. You know, this is your job, and but there's a thought form associated with it, which is called strong man. You can target that. You can go after all the crew members. You know, the plane itself, the strong man associated with that mission or activity.
You do this radionically as well. For instance, I'm just assuming,
Well, if
I
you
have a photo of a building,
yeah.
which supposedly where the chemtrail operation originates, possibly in Boulder, Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
We could work with a photo as well. Cool.
The thing about a photo is, especially if you get a film photo, is that you know, when you take a picture of something on film, you record the visual image, but you also record the energy signature of that. So you have embedded in the crystal of that emulsion, you have the energy signature of that, whatever you took a picture of. That's why they don't want to take pictures of them.
Mm-hmm.
You can also take a picture of something, because there's two ways to get energy signature. One is the energy actually embedded in the crystal of the emulsion, and the other one is just the shape. You know, the geometry of it has a energy signature associated with it as well.
Is this, or can this be captured digitally also? Same thing, different?
I think what happens is what you're doing with a digital one is you're capturing the shape, these energy signatures associated with the shape, but you don't actually have the energy signature of it because there's no way to do that. So I think it's a different mode. That's why I was trying to tell you. You can have energies. There's energy associated with the shape. You know, you draw a symbol, and there's a radionics energy that flows as associated with that. You know, they have them on billboards and stuff like that. And there's another thing is to actually have the signature in crystal that you can reference. So I think there's two ways that you can get it. I think when you take a digital photo, is that you're getting the signature of the shape of it. But if you get an emulsion, I think you really got a
I
good
think a
lock on it.
Polaroid might be
You
better.
would have a good lock on it. And, you know, it's embedded in emulsion.
Okay.
You have a really good lock on it. And use the negative. You know, you don't need to use a print. You get the negative, man. That's the record right there. Because now if you take emulsion and make a print, then you have to transfer it from the emulsion to the print, and just a degradation of it.
You know,
Or
I've
generation further removed.
You know, it's interesting,
Did you notice that?
because when we first deployed these cloudbusters in my brother's property, especially one of the big ones, the Hooten cloudbusters,
Nobody wants film anymore.
you know, actually this was the big monster cloudbuster we deployed. This big black chopper was hovering over his property, you know, way up high for a long time, just sitting there. What is that guy doing? He's just sitting there. I mean, everybody's in the neighborhood looking at it. It's like arrogance is hard, right? As soon as I went in to get the camera, under the sun. They don't want their picture. Somehow, when you take a picture of them,
Yeah,
you know,
sure don't.
they don't want that.
I brought a cardboard camera today to
Really?
take a picture of the group, and I
As soon as
redecided.
As soon as you went into that,
One time I had dead batteries. I just went and pointed the camera and he left.
Yeah, they don't, somehow, they know. And you,
No, they don't want their, well, I think for exactly what you're talking about, they know a certain percentage of us might know how to work with the photo.
and what happens is that, you know, you just,
film.
you can,
Film or
No,
digital?
it was a digital, but I've used it. I mean,
they probably don't know. And even a digital one works. It's just that I think an analog type is better. And you take that negative and you put it on the top of your power one and latch on that baby, you got them.
Mhm.
Radionics machine, the power one is a beautiful radionics machine.
As far as transmuting bad stuff goes, do you think there would be any possibility of transmuting all the radioactive waste and everything that's
It's done.
on the
We'll
planet?
do that. Yeah.
Look at what Masaru Emoto is doing with
With
prayers
water.
or changing water.
Yeah.
And I used to live in a place where the water stunk of chemicals when it came out of the tap. And
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't have the funds to buy any creations, I used my mind and I sweetened the water
Mhm.
over a period of time, just from intent, but I didn't really know what I was doing. But because I wanted it, over time it happened and the smell went away.
A lot
And
of
the water
times,
got sweet.
a lot of times if you don't even realize what you're doing, that's what you want to do. You don't want to know, you want it just to happen.
It happened, the water got sweet and I was very happy.
I do that too. I can take like beer, straight my hands onto it, I energize it with certain. It doesn't taste anything like beer,
Mm.
you know. It's like, I don't know.
Tastes like a better beer.
I actually did that with water
Okay.
about 2 years ago. My voice teacher had a psychic at her house, and so we did a reading. And as part of the reading, what she said, she talked about. I'm sorry, the name of the guy again was for the water.
Masaru Emoto.
Masaru, right? And I've seen some of his pictures of his work and whatnot. But
Awesome.
what she said is since we're basically about 90% water, really anyways, is to take a half-gallon plastic jug, fill it with water, hopefully glass. Okay, glass.
It's not plastic.
Okay, well, the plastic is still working, but I'll switch to glass. And put an affirmation on it, whatever it is that you
Yeah.
want to affirm on the inside and outside.
Yeah.
Basically praying to this, put it in the refrigerator at night, and that's what I drink every day. It makes a really big difference.
Wow.
Yeah, huge. I mean, it's like, I actually, yesterday was the first time I had different water than what I've had for probably about 3 or 4 months. And I was sort of forced to drink a Arrowhead
Mhm.
water. And it actually upset my stomach.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I had a
and
friend-
it made me become aware of the potentiality of even that water. I mean, if there's energy and a strongman that's spending billions of dollars to do that, then why would there not be other things that would tie in? And of course, we're drinking bottled water. I thought, oh, well, that's kind of interesting, and that hit me yesterday, actually.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Wow.
I have a friend in Georgia.
Sorry, anybody that drinks bottled water.
I have a friend in Georgia.
I just drank some.
Just bless
But
it.
you
What's
can-
my
you
recycling
can-
number?
You can
Oh,
just
it's
put your
one.
hands on
One's
it.
not so bad.
Here's what I do with water. I put my hands on it, and I tell it what I want to do is I want to transmute anything that's bad to good. That's one of the key things. And also I want to potentize it with the solar energy. I use solar energy, so that's what I do. Just put it, and you can feel energy flowing. So I command. I do it 3 times. Just say it 3 times. I command that every harmful substance. Each harmful substance in this water is to transmute to beneficial substances or neutral substances for my body. I say it again 3 times. Each harmful substance that's in this water is to transmute right now to beneficial substances or neutral substances for my body. And I do it one more time. And then I go and I envision I'm charging this, and I tell the water to structure itself to the most beneficial state that's best for my body at this time. And I do that 3 times. I want the water to structure itself so that it's most beneficial form for my body at this time. And then I potentize it with the solar energy. Drink it.
Mm.
Well,
And it actually
That's
tastes
powerful.
different.
well, you could feel like
Mm.
I just take a sip. You can feel the energy is there.
Mm.
right to my toes,
Mm.
right on my hand, wow.
It's like, what, 97% water?
Yeah.
You can feel it like a wave that goes through you. And it tastes good too.
Now, wow,